There we go. I think that we're online. Yes, we are. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. How you all doing? How goes? Okay. It's Saturday. I mean, obviously it's Saturday. So, we're here. And, you know, you'd better come to terms with that fact. Hello. Hey, gang. How you doing? I hope you're all well. I am doing well enough today, I think. He says, absentmindedly picking a bit of super glue on his desk. Yeah, everything's going okay. I come to you from the DIY shop where I have brought the squirrel-proof feeder, the quote-unquote squirrel-proof feeder. I think the idea is that the nuts go in here. The nuts, they go in here. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that whole thing to come off, but that's fine. Yeah, so... Oh, the nuts go in here. I'm going to tighten those up because they're a bit... Whoever did that could have given a bit more of a toss, because those are just like self-tapping fasteners, which are a bit tut. But, yeah, so peanuts go in there. Peanuts! And then the rest of it just sort of... Peanuts go in there, and then the wee birds can eat, but the squirrels have to go elsewhere. Which, you know, I think is fair. We'll see how this does on Monday. It's a bit ibbly-jibbly, though. Isn't it? It's a bit how you doing in places. Art noon. So yeah, that's the that's Spadge Cam's new feeder. And I gather is the thinking is that the wee birds can like sit on this and eat the peanuts, but squirrels can't. What's this from the people live downstairs? So they put a bird feeder in the bed downstairs. Oh no! Yeah, they'll do that. It seems like you're stuck in a battle with squirrels, isn't it? Doing the bird watch, ace. Doing the Bowdy Watch. Well, I'll save you the effort for the Bowdy Watch. It's a definitely man who's not having a midlife crisis. So yeah, pleased with that. Not bad. Doing nails, cool. Lee's doing today. Yeah, I sort of know what you mean. Actually, I wanted to do mine, but so yeah, that's Tuesday, because I think Tuesday is the first Spadge Cam day. Not bad, B&Q, 20 quid. Not bad, don't mind that. Okay, gang, today I thought what we'd do is go for shiny green. Ooh. I thought what we do today is have a chill stream, workshop chill stream, contemplative tidying sort of stream. A little while ago I brought a bunch of old-timey cameras. And some of them are in like pretty okay condition. Some of them are a bit gross. Some of them are rubber glove time. So there's that. I think what we'll do is we'll take these apart. Well, take them apart, but we'll open them up, clean them up, and see what's shaking. Let me. I am going to put gloves on for the Polaroid because the Polaroid is ever so slightly gross. It's just a little bit... You know when you touch something and you're like, oh, that's actually stickier than I thought it was going to be. In that I wasn't expecting it to be sticky at all. It's that. I wasn't expecting it to be sticky in any way, shape or form. And yet somehow it is. It kind of is. Let's get this one on. The polishing follow-up's ace. Yeah. Do I phones work with the Oh, they do. No way. They work through rubber gloves. I didn't know that. It's a bit. I love the way it sounds. It totally sounds like a Briggs-Meyer result. Blue Ultra Chrome nail polish. That's wild. Go wearing gloves. All right. Okay. Whoa! Look at that dummy guy. Look at Peanut. Holy shit! Holy shit! Peanut got a henge. Peanut. What's even happening, Peanut? Damn. Yeah, you can't get film. I don't think you can get film for the Polaroid anymore. Oh, she might be pregnant. Yeah, she might be. Yeah. I think you can still get the film for this one. I think you can still get 120 film for this. But this one, long since gone. The Polaroid here, the Polaroid about this just doesn't exist anymore. Because this one's quite handsome. This is a Polaroid land camera. So what you do is you take that off and you unclip it. Boop. Also, it's got its instructions in its own lens case, which is pretty rad. Bearing in mind, this is a camera that you're supposed to take out with you on day outs and stuff, right? Ooh, ooh, I'm going to take your picture. I've just taken your picture. Hell of a thing. Hell of a thing. But yeah, it's a little bit stickier and grosser than I want it to be. So we're going to clean this one up, and then we'll clean this one up as well. This one is I don't know how old this is actually. It's a Polaroid land camera 150. So it's gonna be boo, early 60s, I think. In that it takes a battery that no longer exists in the world. It takes a battery that just isn't made anymore. This well-known PX19 4.5 volt battery with like clips on either end that just predates Duracell's corporate stylings. Heck of a thing, yeah. With the bellows. The battery yeah, it has got Fallout vibes on it. It hadn't occurred to me, but yeah, it totally does. But yeah, what a thing. The focus is literally moving the bellows in and out. If you want to focus it, all it does is just shift its like irrit. So yeah, this one just needs a big clean, and God knows it's going to get one. But yeah, so to fold it up, you have to sort of like push that in, and then sort of like, but that's as small as it possibly gets. As I say, it has its instruction manual in the case. Actually, let's see if there's a date on this. See if there's a date anywhere. Oh, this is a Polaroid Automatic 100, he said, reading the manual for it. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that Jackie O'Hare. 1957 to 60. Yeah, I mean, look. Jackie Onassis uses her Polaroid camera. And the men as well. Yeah, there's no date on this, but yeah, like the film for it no longer exists. The film for it no longer exists because this company doesn't exist anymore. Polaroid as a thing don't exist anymore. Well, they kind of do, but they're yeah, doesn't appear to be any dates on any of this. Oh, I've got the flash unit for it upstairs as well. I've got the little ding flash unit. Yeah, no dates, but there's late 50s, early 60s written all over this. But we also have, as well as this, we have its carry case. I don't think anyone's making. People do make restored Polaroid cartridges, but I don't know whether anybody makes that one. But yeah, so we've also got. I don't normally buy things with the case as well because the cases are a bit of a pain. But, oh, hang on, there's more paperwork in here. Yeah, it's a little bit musty-licious. That feels like you don't want to be breathing in too much around it. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well, look, the prices for the enlargements and the film and things are in pre-decimalized money, are in pre-decimalized UK. So, when did we decimalize? Polaroid cold clip for use for color pictures at 65 Fahrenheit and below. When in doubt about the temperature, use it anyway. Oh, there you go. Type 87 and 107C is the film. Oh. Yeah, there's no dates on any of this. Okay, so there's two different things about the film. Well, two same things about the film. Decimal was 1971. Yoink. So, there we go. Yeah. Some that's handwritten there. Pink and blur. Anyone want to try to pink undeniable? Oh yeah, under over, yeah. Divergence, maybe divergence. Take a picture and put it in follow-ups. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Do that right now. Oh, underdeveloped. Ah. Yeah. Underdeveloped. I think you might be onto something there. Boop. Boop. I'm amazed the phone works through gloves. I've never tried to use it through, thin rubber gloves before, but there we go. Picture in follow-ups. So let's do the just type chicken scratches. You're good at it, fair dues. I don't think I ever would have got underdeveloped out of that, but yeah, now you say it, I can totally see under DEV. Sort of like you started writing developed and just sort of went, bollocks, that'll do. Yeah. Fair dues, you're good at that. Right, so yeah, this is less of interest to me, but I think we might give it a little bit of a scrub. Certainly smells like it's been in a loft for a couple of decades. You know, like loft stuff gets that smell, doesn't it? But let's have a look. Sometimes helpful. Yeah, sometimes. What are you talking about? You're always helpful. You're always helpful. My phone in a Ziploc bag. Oh, okay. So let's start with the spray foam and see how we get on. Because there's quite a lot of very sus stains on this. I will be cleaning all of this with the same cloth so we can afterwards recoil in horror. But yeah, so I've been to B&Q today to get the bird feeder. I've also been to Home Bargains, and I've got some peanuts and birdseed and kitchen roll. And do you have a before picture? I do not have a before picture. Thank you, Chum. You are, as always, you are and remain a deft penguin. There we go. Right, before picture taken. Excellent. Look at that. That moves suspiciously, not suspiciously, but that moves very smoothly for something that hasn't moved for many years. Down. Yeah, deft penguin. You are, as always. It's the... I think we might need something slightly sterner than this foam cleaner. Honestly, I feel like this foam cleaner might be out of its... Just a hello, hey, yeah, he's a... Yeah, freeze the crowd. I feel like this foam cleaner might be slightly out of its depth because it's not shifting. It's shifting some of it, but I feel like it could probably stand to shift a bit more. It's happening already. Let's go around this quickly with the spray foam, and then we'll Yeah, I think the best thing about going to B&Q for that bird feeder is I didn't have to go to the pet shop. I didn't have to go to the awful pet shop that tries to snatch the phone out of your hands and reacts with, performative horror when you say you don't have a loyalty card. Oh, hang on. Like, I know this is the bit of the phone that you grab it by, but... Do you know what I mean? Morning, afternoon, evening. Good day. I said good day. I bid you good day, sir. I said good day, sir. Oh yeah, this is groove. Yeah, the pet shop round the corner from us is a Pets at Home or something, I think it is, and they are hyper aggressive for their loyalty cards. In that, if you say, "Oh no, I don't have a loyalty card," they immediately go into the let's get you signed up for the loyalty card sort of thing. And the worst experience I had in there was like one of the lady who was the young person who was serving me. I had my phone in my hand because I was paying with Apple Pay. She reached over to snatch the phone out of my hand while saying, "Let's get the app installed on your phone." And like, she reached over and was like, grab to get the phone out of my hands. It's just like, heck no. Yes. Yeah, look, I just came in to buy some vitamin D. Could we please not do this? And yeah, I grabbed my phone. And I sort of like, nope, and I grabbed my phone back and just went, "Hey, look, fetch your boss. Like, I don't want to be a prick about it or anything, but I feel like being a prick about it is literally the only thing that's still available to me. Fetch your boss. Don't be grabbing people's phones. Don't be grabbing my shit." Yeah, it was a spray bottle. It's like, look, it's the kindest way to teach them. It's the kindest way to train them. We are getting some ooze off this. We are getting some honestly impressive ooze. But we have yet to use the steel wool. I'm sort of working up to the steel wool. Because, I don't like steel wool at all. I've got it's terrible. I've got the Wii shop music stuck in my head. And now you have too. I've got the Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, now that's weird. Yeah, it's one of those pieces of music that just like sneaks on up on you, and you're like, oh yeah, I've been humming that for the last 45 minutes. Why is that? Why? What's going on here? A couple of more toothbrushes. We've been going for a couple of minutes, and the toothbrushes are always out, already out. It's just quite a memey piece of music. Don't need a card or app. Okay. Yeah, look, if you're into a store's loyalty card and you're willing to make the what's the word I'm going for? If you're going to get into a deal with a loyalty card, knowing the arrangement, like knowing that you are handing over, very light duty personal information to a company, then yeah, by all means, go for it, 100%. Alex, the honking bird version. Ah, bless. Oh, Alex. Have a honk in your heart. Yeah, another one of those bird accounts that just, made the internet a better place for a while. Got free cat food after 12 cat foods. Okay. I gather the trick with a lot of these things is, I think a lot of the time, I remember when we got Neeps as a kitten, I think it was, we had to drive quite a distance to get her. And when we came back home, ahoy, ahoy, hoy. When we came back, it was quite late and we realised that we didn't have the food that her breeder suggested we get for her. So we stopped at the pet shop, and one of the I don't know whether it's a life hack or something, but if you go into a pet shop and you buy loads of kitten food, the people in the pet shop have like a discretionary, like, oh, give them this, give them this, give them this sort of thing, and it happened to us, and we got tons of free stuff. We haven't had a Wii for 10 years. Yep. It will surprise nobody. I have a Wii upstairs, but as opposed to having a Wii downstairs. Never mind. It's giving you a number. That's fair. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. It's just like I don't think I'm loyal enough to any company. I've just sprayed foam cleaner all over myself, so there's that. I don't think I'm loyal enough to any company to warrant getting a loyalty card. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that I would describe myself as a loyal W.H. Smith shopper or a Boots shopper or a... Thank you, chum. Yeah. Old timey land camera, yeah. And it's pretty groody, so we're giving him a brush up. Tesco is a scam without a loyalty card, yeah, without a club card. But also the Tesco club card is 103. Cool. This is a 100, I think he said, having read the instruction, having read the thing. The club card database is one of the most profitable and where are my biscuits? Don't worry about my biscuits. Don't you worry about that. Don't you even worry about biscuits. Biscuits are here. They're just... They wait. Well, you shouldn't, because... Excellent. Here are the biscuits, okay? You can be... Card concept, yeah. 24 minutes in and no biscuits. Well, look. I know, right? My parents got these. They're bourbons, but with like a Black Forest Gatto cream on the inside. And to me, they don't taste of Black Forest Gatto at all. But what they do taste like, is almonds. And they're rad as all hell. They're very nice. Yeah. Today's biscuit is the Bourbon Twist. Everyone's doing the Bourbon Twist. Well, Phil's got the reference and takes. I know it's good, isn't it? Cyanide. I should bloody well hope not. You know, because I've already eaten one pack of these. The weird thing is with this camera as well, this is going to sound obvious, but I don't know. It smells like old camera. You know, old camera has a very definite smell. Does that sound weird? I feel like that's a weird statement. Bourbon. What's wrong with Bourbon? Bourbon. Bourbon's a motorway in Germany, isn't it? Like the Silver Knight. Oh, it might be. Yeah, it might be a chemistry thing. But this has got a very definite. It smells like camera shop. You want the battery connector on it? I do not have a battery for it. There is a 3D printable adapter for the weird as all heck battery that it takes. That I might 3D print. Some junk coming off that. Right, I think what we're going to do actually is pour a cup of tea, get into these biscuits, get amongst the biscuits, and then we'll get some steel wool on this and see what becomes of the brew. Bjorn Bond. Everyone's favourite superhero. Right, okay. Am I gonna have to take these gloves off to eat biscuits? No. Yes. Probably. Don't know. Let's find out. Film pack paste. Oh, okay. Very distinctive smell. I think that's what I'm smelling. That and as I say, loft. They have cooties. The gloves. Okay, the gloves are coming off then. Okay. Problem is I can't put them back on, and I've only got a finite amount of these. Please do not concede. Yes, Mum. Okay, the gloves have been removed. Zoidberg tongs. Ooh. I mean, I've got some tweezers. I could easily eat biscuits with tweezers. Try eating biscuits hands-free. No, I think that's a different stream. I think that's the Oh, okay, yeah, cheers, Joe. Right, look at the colour of that, eh? Bobbing for biscuits. Yeah, no, there's a name for people who stream. It so says not drinking cursed tea. I'm not. Well, inhale directly into mouth. Yep, that's how you do it. You go, and then suddenly there's a biscuit in your windpipe. Wicked. Everyone's a winner. So yeah, the form factor is the same. Obviously, the form factor's like exactly the same. Yeah. Exactly what you think it is going to be, but like, hey, what's going on here? You're dubious about the biscuits. Honestly, I was dubious when Mum gave me these packets. I was like, oh, okay. But they're actually really nice. They taste, the filling, if that said with an almond flavoured cream filling, I would completely believe it. because I don't see how it tastes of. Mate, honestly, your guess is as good as mine. They do comply to the Bourbon rules, where one side's a lot got less cream on it than the other. So that's the side you hold. Because if you hold it on that side, this will happen. See? Ah, it's a twist on the right. A twist on the that checks out. I guess cherry is what they're probably going for. But to me, they just taste of almonds. Can you please eat one in the normal way? What? I am eating it in the normal way. What are you talking about? This is... What's happening here is totally normal, isn't it? I mean... Do you mean, could you please eat one dry? Is this what you're meaning? Because, yeah, I can eat them dry, obviously. I mean, if you're asking me, can I eat biscuits, then that's... I will eat one dry. For you. Nibble at the top layer off and lick the filling. You degenerate. That's a timeout for toaster proof thing. No, I've never been one that takes biscuits apart. That's degeneracy. I'm sorry, I can't. It is not the way. It is not the way. The biscuit is like an album. It is designed to be enjoyed as a single thing rather than a series of small things. No, I've never been a biscuit dissembler. I don't understand the impulse to try it. Okay, look, all right, okay. Let me just adjust the camera angle because it's not quite straight along this edge. I'm definitely normal. There, look. Now it's straight along that edge. Biscuit Billy's going, yeah, it seems that way. Am I getting gaslit about my biscuit eating technique? I feel like I am. But if it means I eat more biscuits. So okay. 2 ideas and just a biscuit, right. So what do I do with this? I break it apart? Do I sort of like... No, not with your hands. What's going on? With your teeth? Give it a twist. What's happening? So what? I'm supposed to eat the top... I'm supposed to eat one of the biscuits dry? Is that what... You people are weird, fair dues. I'm doing it. Like a giraffe. You people are weird, fair dues. I've never done it. This is totally alien to me. Right, okay. Okay. So I have carefully, and not in a weird way at all, nibbled the top of the biscuit off. What do I do now? Now you eat the filling. I could have eaten them. Now nibble off the filling. Now use your teeth to scrape off the inside. Holy shit. Okay. No, okay. Oh, it's broken. I'm fine. Look, it's broken, okay? Right. Okay. I use my teeth to scrape off the inside bit. Now throw the rest away. How do you people live? What's the matter with you? I used to work with a bloke who glued Wotsits together with spit. He would get 2 Wotsits, lick the end of one until it went a bit squishy, and then use it to glue 2 Wotsits together. And then would do it again with another Wotsit, and then would do it again with another Wotsit until he had like a 30 centimeter long Wotsit, and then would consume it in one go. That's disgusting. I need to try. I tell you, you think you know people. Okay, actually, can I get away with touching this now? I think I can, because it's no longer sticky. How do you employ this? Look, I was not one of the people who was responsible for that person's employment. I just had to make his computer go. You know. Pre-digestion. Look, some people are just wired differently, you know. You can try biscuit content, aren't you? Bourbon to the tea. I haven't got any real bourbons. This is today's biscuit. Yeah, look, some people just want to watch the world burn. You know what I mean? I think some people just legitimately just want to watch the world burn. And you know, it was. And when I commented on the whole Wotsit thing, he was like, "What? Don't you do this?" I was like, "No one else does it. What you're doing is really weird and a bit odd." Another pair of gloves, because I'm on the brass, so now everybody, I'm on the metal polish. So Rick does not like Wotsits. I must admit, which is true, I don't understand. I don't mind a Wotsit. I probably wouldn't buy Wotsits, but if somebody said, "Oh look, I got a couple of bags of Wotsits, do you want one?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Watch my glove. Some metal polish. Get some metal polish ASMR for you. Hope you're enjoying this. Was anybody else taught to shake things like this? I had a shop teacher and a chemistry teacher who both independently said that you should shake things by going, like if you want to shake the contents of a test tube, you're supposed to hold the test tube up and just sort of like flick the bottom of it. But yeah, it's like my shop teacher taught me that this is the way to shake liquids. Because it's sort of like it agitates, the sudden stop of it in your hand agitates it to thing, but not froth. But oh wow, bit of a oh, good test tube, yeah. Any funds? Okay, let's just close this up a little bit. I don't think they're fumes. That was advice on the COVID test tubes. Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? I'd forgotten about that. God, he's wise beyond his means. And by him, I mean me. Okay, let's have a little go at this. Oh, feel that. Oh, the grue, children, the grue. Explosion, not acetone proof. Oh no. Acetone's hungry hippo stuff. I was unprepared for like the second time I used acetone on a thing. And it's just like, oh, so that thing no longer exists. Cool. That's definitely a thing that used to exist, but now is just like a weird, sort of slightly smelly puddle. Don't shake your drinks, absolutely. Acetone a lot, yeah. I've got a little tub of acetone somewhere. I was unprepared for how aggressive acetone actually is on some things. Like, you put acetone on some surfaces, and that surface just, pretty much disappears. Just send it to auction. Well, no, for me, this is like a contemplation sort of thing. You know what I mean? This is sort of like. Yeah, look, the dirt is this product's earned its marks and scratches and stuff, definitely, but acetone safe nail polish brushes. That had never occurred to me. Am I spilling brass everywhere? It is. Some of it is patina, yeah, but some of it is just grossness. You can tell when you're through the grossness and you're into the patina. You can hear it. I don't know whether you can hear it, but one can hear it. You can sort of like the noise, that smells real bad. Brushy. Oh, Amazon bought you new toys. What you getting? What's even happening here? Would you like to share it with the class? Milky. How does it smell? Milky. Speaking of, I don't know why that. I do know why that reminded me of this. You do. You boomer? Yeah, I'm a boomer. Yeah, I think that's safe to say. The Richard Herring Leicester Square podcast, or as I gather, some cool kids are calling it, Rahastalapa, released a recording of one of the podcasts they did a little while ago with Bob Mortimer. Oh God, you forget how great Bob Mortimer is. You shouldn't forget how great Bob Mortimer is, but Bob Mortimer's amazing. I think I might be late Gen X, 1973, whatever that is. But Bob Mortimer must be protected at all costs. We're in real trouble if we lose Bob Mortimer, everybody. We're in... Packet 1, an IP68 enclosure, mess-tastic note. I like the way this is going. Yes. Yeah, see, that's already feeling better. Yeah, Bob is just, he's one of the things the cosmos has put here for good. Where's your extinguisher? The fire extinguisher is the other side of the room. Literally, I have a fire extinguisher. Hang on. Just so we're all aware, I do actually have a fire extinguisher here. So everything is fine. Everything's fine, children. There's my fire extinguisher. Good. It's not a sticker or anything. It's a real thing. Ooh. Okay. When did you last test it? I've never tested it because it's a one shot. But I look at its little pressure gauge meter thing regularly enough. When did you last invert it? You know what? That's an excellent thing. I will invert my fire extinguisher right now. I will. Here we go. My 1 kilogram powder fire extinguisher with a nice little meter and some free dust. Yeah, are we all in agreement? There's an expiration on that. Shit, is there? I don't see an expiration date on it. Today is not the day I want to test my fire extinguisher. If that's okay, I really do not need to test my fire extinguisher. I'm going to put it back in its little holder where it waits. Oh, the little clip. The little clip's trash. Okay, good. There we go. Exclamation is when you need to have it looked at. Right, okay, sneezing. I am not letting off a 1 kilogram powder fire extinguisher in here, if that's okay with you. You know what I mean? As unlikely as it sounds, I do have some standards. Just, you know. But we want it. Look, we want a lot of things. My last 5 things relating training was how to use it to defend against gun violence in the workplace. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, oh no. I was commenting a little while ago to someone on social media that was sort of like doing a thing about, he was trying to do like a racism about like, oh, in the 80s there wasn't any terrorism, and you know, because we were all white and that sort of stuff. And I just basically did you need to F off with that, seriously, because like where I worked, we had a thing by the telephone that was yeah, absolutely. We had a piece of paper from the Home Office next to the telephone to the order in which to ask questions about someone who was phoning in a bomb threat. We literally had it was like don't ask them why they did it, ask them if they've got a code word, ask them how is it triggered, you know, that kind of thing. And it was a checklist that we all had next to it of just like, did you receive a secret word on the phone? Yeah, totally. Yeah. And yeah, the whole, his thing was like predicated on, you know, a racist idea that there was no terrorism until we imported people from other, you know. And it was just like, you absolutely need to bob your head, my dude. Left a bag. Yeah. I've only ever done that a couple of times, but I have done it of just like, yeah, look, I don't like this. I am going to break the little bit of glass, I'm afraid, everybody. Sorry about that, but sorry, not sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, packet 3, new aquarium light, air pump, waterproof USB-C connector. Oh, I did it at Tube Station. No shit. How you face with full facial hair? Itchy, thank you for asking. Itchy and covered in biscuit crumbs. Chance of Viking. I don't think I've got much in the way of, alas, I don't think I've got much in the way of Nordic in me. You can tell because I'm, you know, soft. I think I'm going to remove that attach here sticker because it's really shabby. You know what I mean? I think I might just. Humidity sensors. Whee! Heckin' humid. I think humidity is one of those things that it's really easy to. We're a bit squishy in a way. Yeah, there is that. Well, look. I think they're squishy in every country, but I just feel like, I don't know whether it's just like a stereotype, but over here we imagine Nordic folk to be quite a sort of, I mean this with love, sturdy bunch. You know? Yes. Weather hardy, yeah, good clothes and being used to it, yeah. In the same way, we're quite rain hardy. We're just like, yeah, it'll be fine. It's only raining a little bit sideways. Yeah, brasso and wire wool really, really works. Yeah, outdoorsy. I think that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. Shampoo on beards. I did a little while ago. I saw a TV ad, YouTube ad, that I swear blind was designed to try to make men paranoid about their beards. Because it was just like, wash the smell of the day out of your beard every night with this thing. It's just like, what are you talking about? What's wash the smell of the day out of my beard? Well, what's that mean? What does that mean? I have questions. Where are my plastic razor blades? They're in here, I think. Yes, they are. Like, I know this is the original sticker, but the sticker's really groody and gone, so... Yeah, I know, right? It is weird, isn't it? It just, like, loads of beard products and beard oil. I don't know, beard oil sounds awful to me. The idea of having beard incense... do you know what I mean? It's just like... As the owner and operator of a beard, sometimes you do need to sort of go, you know what, I am just going to go to the bathroom and wash my beard, because I'm just going to wash my face because I've just eaten a cupcake. You know, that's normally the reason why you do it. Very sort of light oil that disappears when you put it on skin. Yeah, maybe. Is there a beard mantra? Incidentally, everybody, you are now aware that you can buy plastic razor blades for the scrapings and the chimmying and the jigglies. You can buy a big pack of them for not much money, and they're the same form factor as razor blades. So any tool designed to work with razor blades, these fit. Yeah, that. I never quite recovered from Billy Connolly saying Jehovah out loud. I never quite recovered from that, and it's kind of broken me. When I say kind of broken me, it's completely... Flame-resistant lab coat. You know what? I quite like a lab coat. Honestly, I feel like I could pull off a lab coat, for want of a better term. I have nearly bought a lab coat several times for the lols. Yeah, these chemicals aren't really lab coat stuff, though, are they? Really? But oh yeah, see, that's loads better. That's loads better without that gammy sticker on it. Just give it a right old scrubby scrub to sort of like yeah, foam cleanse, Brasso, water, some alcohol, yeah. Whiteboards seem really sciencey and professional. Yeah, there is that. There is that. I can't argue with that. It would, wouldn't it? Or brown moving jacket. Yeah. Yeah, I've often said that one of my dream jobs would be to work in like a warehouse where I would like be in charge of a whole bunch of spare parts, and I would walk around in one of those like brown sort of like 3/4 length overall coats with a plywood clipboard. You know what I mean? That sort of vibe. People would come in and go, "You got any 4mm sprockets?" And I'd be like, yeah, over in section 4. You know, you're gonna need form 7G though before you can get them. Harden a bit. Are those the ones that you harden with ultraviolet? Or have I, do I, oh no. Answer.
I tried to take a photo of a wheat field. It turned out grainy, carp streamer.
Yes, yes. Joke acknowledged. I like the fact that I got the phone call. I like the fact that I got a phone call. Grains. What do vegetarian zombies eat? Grains. That's an old joke. That's a deep cut of a joke, that one. Whee! Okay. That's cleaning up quite nicely, actually. In fact, I've now got Brasso dust all over the... Oh, balls. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it. This has got like a weird sort of like grippy texture to it. And there's no Brasso in it. But I will fix that. Right, let's have a little look at this, because that's... I'm going to get a new bit of... Where did I put my scissors? Where did I put my scissors? There. Oh, Mayday Puffer comic. Kawaii! I just said it. Oh, okay. That's cool. Not just for Comic-Con. Senpai. Yeah. Rick, sorry mate. You only get one go at that and you blew it, my dude. My dude. Regret to inform you that you had your chance and you shat it, I'm afraid. I'd be gutted. I'd be absolutely. But then I do wonder how many times people in hardware stores have, you know. Well, in the same way, I wonder how many people who work in pet shops have had that Monty Python sketch quoted at them. Oh man, I love wire wool on things. I love the finish you get from metal when you clean it with wire wool. Absolutely love the sort of like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's so satisfying. Plus, I should one of them is a maid cafe. I think maid cafes are one of those things that could quite easily become weird. If you know what I mean. Like, I feel like it would take very little for a day out at a maid cafe to get weird. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's just, yeah, it's flammable, but only if something disastrously bad happens. I think they start off weird. Yeah, they do. Yeah, but I think there is something about them that one could make more weird. You know what I mean? I feel like, is brass so flammable? It's got a flammable warning on it. It's got contains hydrocarbons, N-alkalines, also alkalines, cyclics, and aromatics. Flammable liquid and vapor. May cause drowsiness or dizziness. That's how you know it's the good stuff. That's how you know it's the good stuff, man. Listen, I have been in the same room as two non-consecutive lithium fires. I am fully aware of lithium and its excitable nature. I am very aware that lithium is a spicy lad. You know what I mean? I am. this with this? Am I overthinking it? Might be overthinking it, but never mind. Done it now. Yeah. Have a small seed tray filled with dry sand and a clear route out of the building is the correct answer to that. You know what I mean? That is the correct answer to what to do. Where did I put the lid for the brasso? I feel it needs a shake. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah. Speaking of spicy pillows, I do actually have a spicy pillow outside that I need to get rid of. One of the bird cameras USB battery packs. One of the cells in that to private of O2, yeah. One of the battery packs for the bird feeder stream decided to become. It chose violence, shall we say. Actually, it chose, what's the right term? Tumescence. And push the spicy pillows be spicy, yeah, 100%. So it's currently outside in a plastic tub where it can get as spicy as it wants to, if it wants to. But I do have to take it to the disposal place, and by disposal place I mean B&Q. Spicy tumescence, yeah, not that spicy tumescence, the forbidden spicy tumescence, the like, hey, how's it going? Not like let's have some fun tumescence, the am I going to burn your house down sort of tumescence. That's just for them. How do I end it? And it's we brought a bunch of Dells, and actually one of them was a battery from an XPS 13 that got very spicy and managed to push it managed to push the mouse pad out from underneath the chassis. And when I took it out, when I took the back off the battery, it was like, hi everybody, now I've got space to move. And that got spicy, and the magic smoke got out of that. So it's talking about ace. And the second one was like one of those tiny little lithium packs that you get in like I forget what it was. I think it had come out of like an old drone or something, and it was a little bit swollen, and all of a sudden just went foot. It made that noise, that sort of like noise, just like oh bollocks. Yeah, and I threw it across the room whilst it was. I gave people a heads up before I did it. I'm not a monster. This is a hobby. Do you mean cleaning old cameras or just like streaming? Because this is just a hobby that I do with chums. This is just something I do to relax. My main job is computers, unfortunately, because it's literally the only thing I know. I wish it wasn't, but it's my only marketable skill is fixing other people's computers, or at least sort of like smiling politely while somebody else fixes their computer. What causes spicy pillows is it can be a couple of things. I think it's mostly outgassing, isn't it? Computer therapist, yeah, absolutely. And look, by trade, I think by trade I would probably say I was like an electronics engineer or something like that. But years and years ago, I got into computer therapy, and I've been doing it ever since. In a way, I wish I hadn't, because it's really boring. And it's really boring and I don't enjoy it. But, you know, these are the things you do to avoid being made homeless. Yeah, I find this sort of thing very, very thoughtful, very contemplative, soothing, whatever word you want to use. It just sort of like, it's nice to concentrate on something for a little bit. You know, it's just one of those things of just like, you can just do this. Doing this shuts out the thoughts. And you end up with something nice as well. What do you have to do things like that? Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can tell that this is you can tell that this is made out of metal. You know what I mean? Obviously it is, but you can tell it is because it cleans. It wants to clean. It wants to be clean. It's a very gentle, tiny bit of wire wool, and it gets all of the crud just. I would like a media blaster. I would very much like a sandblaster, actually, because I am of the opinion that sandblasting is the closest thing we have to witchcraft. One of the channels I watch on YouTube is like this guy that just does up old toys, and he's got a media blasting cabinet, and you know, he put these bits of metal that look completely done, just completely gone, and he puts them in this thing, and you're just like, well, that just looks like a new thing again. I want to be able to do that. There we are. We're cleaning up quite nicely, actually. We're becoming quite a handsome little thing on the quiet. All the sand that couldn't do maths, yeah. All the sand that didn't listen to the teacher. And I speak as someone. I speak as sand that didn't speak to the teacher, didn't listen to the teacher. You know, I come to you as a piece of sand that could have listened to the teacher but chose not to. We taught how to do maths. I know. Yeah, it does. It is one of those things that sort of like can be quite a. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, gloves off then. I'm not touching any more metal polish for a tiny bit. Oh, my hand's gone all pruny. My hands have gone pruny. Tea, good. Right, so we can close that. Okay. Damn it, I've just seen another bit of metal I could have polished. It's getting to be that soon I'm going to have to buy another can of foam cleaner. to Spider-Man verse. What's happening? I don't understand. That's a contemporary reference that I don't get. My voice doing this. Boink. Oh no. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a text message.
How did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut. Carp streamer.
Yes. Joke acknowledged. Joke acknowledged. I do like the fact that they're coming in via text message. It makes it very easy to block you. Yeah, tiny bit of oil, just the tiniest drop of oil on the runners. They're a little bit. Yeah, that's better. They're just a little bit graunchy. Hot tea with milk in a flask. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the way. This is the way. White with one. Yeah, that's loads better. With real bourbons, yeah. Yeah, that's making it tons happier. Oh yeah, look at that. That's way better. Okay, put those there for a second. Clean the workspace. Oh, come on, why would you do that? Why would you do that, kitchen roll? Is this a joke? What? Okay, no. Kitchen roll. Look, I know you're from the bargain shop and everything, but how much did you get? What'd you get? Yeah, okay. Okay, shit, kitchen roll. You proved your point. Jeez. Right. There's nothing to this bird spotting log. There's one. There's another one. Piece of piss, look. Do you have any wide hot water rubber for winter? I true. I play bass for wide hot rubber. I do not drink alcohol. No, alcohol and I have a understanding. Right, there we go. Nice clean workspace. Throw that on the floor because why not? Yeah, see now that's handsomed up a bit. I don't mind that. I don't dislike that. It's got a little bit, you know. Oh no, the camera's grew. This is the cloth I use for this camera. To the Rubber Nation attacked, yeah. And yeah, so that came off the camera. No, that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to clean the clean the folds right now. I had to make peace many years ago with booze. Booze and I signed a non-proliferation treaty. It was a penguin. What are you doing to the penguin? The bad Twitch man. The bad Twitch man's on the penguin. Ooh, listen to that. I think it's genuine leatherette. Yeah, I don't think it's leather. I think it is some sort of plastic. I don't know whether your camera's picking this noise up. Leatherette, yeah. I don't think it'd be conditioned. Oh no, it's definitely not a thing you could oil, I don't think. It's actually not in terrible nick. Just dab your brush into it. Like this, look. I've become Bob Ross all of a sudden. Also, this is another, reminds me that another one of my great workshop tips, I mean, if you want to buy, you can buy like precision oilers, right? You can buy like tiny little bottles of oil to the oiling of stuff. I'll show you. I think I've got one somewhere. Like tiny little syringes of oil. I did buy one at one point, but it was a total waste of money because it's crap. Yeah, but you can buy you can buy like tiny little dispensers of like a very light mineral oil. Oil for lubricating, but the problem is if some oil is really thick, it will slow down. It introduces drag into the thing that you're trying to lubricate, which is not something you want. Yeah, so you want like a thin. And having needle dots on it because I haven't managed to not stab myself yet. So yes, some oils are too heavy for very light machinery, and they'll introduce wear onto the machinery. So these little precision oilers contain like a very light oil that you can dab onto bearings and tiny little things, but they're really expensive. But what you do is instead of that, you just go down the stationery. I know, right? You go to the stationery shop and buy a big bottle of shredder oil, which is exactly the same stuff, for like £6, or in my case, you steal it from your employer, and you just put it in like tiny little droppers. And shredder oil, yeah, it's a very, very light, very thin oil. It's only really thick enough to sort of like stick to something. You can just like drop it into a bearing or something like that. And I can indeed WD-40. WD-40 is not a lubricant. Is it flammable? I assume it's flammable. It doesn't say. It just says may irritate eyes. So anyway, I'm going to find out. Engineer brain, I know it. WD-40 is designed to displace water from electrical connections. The WD in WD-40 stands for water displacement. Yeah, Anyway, I had a can of it somewhere. It may short term lubricate a thing, but it's not explicitly a lubricant. It was originally created in the Second World War to go in the glove compartment of Jeeps, of those Willys Jeeps, whatever they're called. The vehicle you get a drawing of if you ask someone to draw you a Jeep. Wind ticket. Oh yeah, how can? Oh look, I think it might have. I think the it might have closed. Yeah. So the idea is that if the Jeep went into water or something like that, all of the electrics would screw up because there was water in them, and water doesn't conduct electricity, particularly. And so the army wanted a vegetable oil. Oh, okay. So not very flammable. Okay. Yeah, and they wanted something that could drive moisture out of electrical connections. And yeah, and WD-40 is literally the 40th product they tried. Hence the reason it's WD-40. Water displacement. Graphite powder. Graphite powder is amazing. Graphite powder in locks and stuff is really good because it lubricates without sort of being a liquid, so dust and cack doesn't stick to it. Yeah. And is also the reason why you're not allowed pencils on spacecraft. There's that old joke about, the Americans spending millions of dollars making a pen that works in zero gravity, whereas the Russians just took pencils. Pencils have never been allowed on spacecraft. I do have an ultrasonic cleaner. I do indeed own an ultrasonic cleaner, and they're rad. You're not allowed pencils on spacecraft because graphite conducts electricity. So if you sharpen the pencil, all of a sudden you've got tons of graphite dust floating around in zero gravity, which is a bad thing. And yeah, that's why to this day most writing implements on if you need a writing implement on a space station or something like that, it's probably a China graph pencil, or better yet, a laptop. Super flammable, yeah. What you don't want is like all of the buttons on your spacecraft getting gummed up with. They use vodka to write. True that. Yeah, what you don't want is all your switches and connections and stuff gummed up with graphite dust. I did read an article a little while ago that said like the International Space Station actually stinks, like really reeks of just like, it smells like, like you'd want a wax pencil. Yeah, you'd want a China graph pencil. Yeah. I read a thing that said the problem with the International Space Station is it hums. It's pure humming. It's just like, it smells of people and people and people. You know what I mean? It smells like an airtight room that loads of people have hung out in for an extended period of time, shall we say. Yeah, you can't open a window. Yeah, crack a window. Before you go up, you were briefed to not mention the smell. No way, for real. Ooh. I mean, look, yet another reason why I would be perfect as an astronaut, because I wouldn't be able to smell it. Sometimes not having a sense of smell is people who can't take proper showers. Yeah, it's quite something when it hits you. Jeez, boy. I haven't been able to smell anything for years. Finally, my superpower is marketable. They're not bothered. Yeah, I think they're scrubbing it, but I don't think they're purifying it, are they? Just like, oh, I bet it really stinks. I bet it smells festival fresh. You know what I mean? Scrub the CO2. Just get the CO2 out of it and recycle it. Everyone's drinking everyone's pee. You know. Yum 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 yum. I love the fact that like the little case clips on and then it folds up over itself. How nice is that though? Hey, I'm pleased with that. That cleaned up quite nicely. Yeah, look, imagine, this is how you take a photograph with it though. You've got to unfold that, clip that out, unclip that, you know, and then you're ready to take a photograph. And it's, when the photograph takes, it's like a tiny little sort of Polaroid. I don't know why it's called a land camera. I honestly don't know what land camera. There is a whole section in the manual about how to do landscapes and only very briefly how to take photographs of people. So I don't know whether that's something you can read into it. But, Edwin Land. Oh no way! So it's named after a person, not a thing. Ooh. Pedropolis with dropping some facts on us here. Jings. Land and sea camera, yeah. Am I going to get away with giving that a quick wipe over? Might. I'm a photo geek. Ace. I love hyper-specific geekery. You know what I mean? I've always been a total sucker for. I've got to stop making that noise when I lift my hand off something that I'm just cleaning. Do you know what I mean? I've got to stop recoiling in horror when I lift my hand off the. So what? It's named after the Kodak guy as like a tribute, or did he invent this and Polaroid just like lease it off them or something? Is it like Dunlop or something? I don't have any film for it. No, I'm going to try. We'll try to see if we can. Jeez. Oy. No, there is no one else in the room with me at the moment. So, hey, hiya, Mum. Hey, there we are. Cleaned up a bit. I love the fact that they've made it so you can keep the instructions with it while you're out and about. It's something, isn't it? Mrs. B, that's my mum. That is my mother. Everyone be on your best behaviour. My mum's a. Oh, Edwin Land was a Polaroid co-founder. Ace. Yeah, they're coming through today. It's weird. Mum has that thing that she puts chat messages in, and sometimes they just don't appear in chat. It's quite annoying. Fair dues. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter. That's very kind of you. Clean that viewfinder a bit better than just me with my finger. Where is there it is there. Don't get them mixed up. George Eastman was the Kodak guy. Ah, right. Okay, I recognise Eastman, yeah. Eastman Kodak Company. Yeah. Oh, listen to that. because the lens is still nice and bright and clean. Down in Maggie appeals. Good luck. Good luck to both you and Maggie. Quintine as well. Anonymous, thank you again. Oh, that one's a bit much. That one's a bit much, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I don't mind that. I'm quite pleased with that. I do not like this noise. Well, look, good news, it's finished now. Ta-da! Exposure control. That's the film speed. Where's the exposure control? Oh yeah, it's down here. Because yeah, that doesn't operate the... Changing the exposure doesn't operate the iris. That's interesting. Yeah. Anyway, pleased with this. Heck of a thing. That one. The wee lens, you were just cleaning the lens. Ah, what, this one here? Right, okay. So that's the light meter. Then. Where's my poofer? He's Bobo. Good to see you, chum. Thanks for coming. There you go. Put that in there. Put that in there. And we're ready for a day out with our Polaroid camera. I like the fact that it's got shoulder straps. I might have to put a shoulder strap on it just in the name of, you know, completeness. Right, there we go. That was number one. Nice and portable. Yeah. For the 60s, yeah. Yeah, for the 60s, not bad. Let's have a quick look at this one then. Because this one, I've had this one for ages. Because this one is a Yashica TLR. How nice is this? I don't know what this is from, but this is definitely before that. This one took 120 film, like square 120 film. And I do have a... Oh, thanks, Mo. Yeah, I do have a brownie somewhere. I've got Cheryl's family brownie upstairs as well. Honestly, I can't remember what I paid for this one. I've had this one for years and years. In my sort of like... This one came to me, 15 years ago or so. The two lenses. One's the viewfinder. That one... This is the one that actually exposes the film. This is just a viewfinder. Let me show you the viewfinder, because the viewfinder is wild. This is the viewfinder up here. You are now looking into the viewfinder. There's my hand there. Can you see it? Why am I doing it in C minor? I don't know. Yeah, so the viewfinder is this window. You can see because the camera's pointing that way. You can see it, look. But if you wanted to look extra close, you can flip out a little lens. Like that. It, yeah, absolutely is a viewfinder. Yeah, and if you want to do, I love the way the manual says, if you want to do like really quick focusing, you can flip that up and just look through that little hole. you can flip that up, look through the little hole. There, look. It's just like, yeah, there's a viewfinder as well. Why not? So yeah, that whole thing. Look how it folds. How nice is that? Yeah. So that's the viewfinder. That's the thing. And when you focus, when you adjust the focus, the whole thing moves. That whole assembly moves. Don't know whether you can. Yeah, there you go. Look. So you can. So what you're seeing there is legitimately, if it's in focus, it will be in focus in the photograph. Pulls it in the cat who's now sulking under your bed. Oh, so yeah, the idea behind this one is you hold it quite low and you look down into the camera. You look down into it, sort of thing. So you hold it like at your belly, and sort of like you do this. Hang on, you do this with it. You sort of like go like that, and you look down into the camera as you're taking the picture. Like I am now pointing the camera at the phone. Like that, look. It's good, isn't it? So yeah, this doesn't actually need that much loving. It just needs a little cleanup, a little repaint in a few places. Because as I say, I've had this one in my collection for a while now. So this one actually hasn't seen too much in the way of stuff. She's talking so hard she won't even hear me. I opened it. Oh no! When the cats want so little to do with you, when the sulk is so deep, they won't even allow you to sort of like go, look, I've got some trauma yogurt. They're like, get off me! Stick your trauma yogurt up you, right up you. But also, this is a beautiful thing, right? This is the flash unit that the camera came with. Enjoy this with me. Because every time I get this out, I love it. Yogurt too. I do call it trauma yogurt. Yeah. So this is the flash gun for this camera. I will get the little wire out. Obviously, the flash bulb goes in there, right? Brace yourself. Wait for it. Now, how enjoyable is that as a device? There's two little nicks in the thing, so you can vary the amount of cone the reflector is, and and then it just clips underneath that little bit of metal there, and it's all tidy. Get a tan under your chin, yeah. I come plus it. I'm trying to do it so you can, in such a way that you can. Oh, I love that so much. The artwork on the back and stuff as well. Well, artwork, but satisfying. But also as well. Fold it back up. There's yet another weird battery in here. Wait till you see this battery. This battery blows my mind. Right, here we go. So yeah, that battery, 4.5 volts, weird clips at either end. No idea how long it's supposed to last for. This one, 22.5 volts. Like, wait, what? 22.5 volts. Actually says 1/2. It doesn't say 0.5. Made in Britain. God bless you. God bless your Madge. God bless Her Majesty, etc. It's just occurred to me, right? Let's just satisfy my curiosity for a minute. There ain't no way this has any charge, but let's just see. You know what I mean? Never heard of capacitors. Clearly not in those days. This battery is outputting... Whoa! That battery is outputting 2 volts. Kinda. Hanging on in there. Hanging on in there. Whereas this rude boy... Come back here. Come back here. Be measured. Be quantified. Oh. This one is outputting 100 millivolts and falling. It's just... It's still alive, but 97 millivolts. I don't know whether that qualifies as being alive when you're supposed to be outputting 4.5 volts. But yeah, look at that. That one is still has some power. Heck of a thing. There we go. Curiosity wasn't particularly good for the cat. 22.5 volts. It fascinates me. I don't understand that. You can buy these today still. You can buy what? B122 batteries. You can still buy them. No way. No way, really. Nice. But yeah, the flash gun's amazing to me. And like they've designed the cable specifically so it goes in its little holder and everything. And it's got instructions. It's still got its instruction sheet. Instruction for capitalist type. Click, stop, a bounce flash. I say, old boy. Etc. I like any sort of product that enables you to keep the documents for the product with it. You know what I mean? Calling your tune to K font. And it just fits in like this weird sort of like... I don't know what plastic this is, but I bet you it doesn't exist anymore sort of thing. And it just sits there, ready to blind you if you give it a chance. Right, okay. Let's give this a bit of a brushy. As I say, it doesn't need much. I think I might get away with a dry brush, actually. I think most of it is just sort of like being on display crud rather than anything else. Yeah, I remember when stuff came in packages like that. The plastic is sort of like oddly rubbery. It's sort of like it feels like one of those sort of things where it flexes now, but if you left it out in the sun, it probably wouldn't. I mean, it feels like one of those. Oh, there's quite a lot of crud in there, though. Oh, hello. Yeah, probably. I bet you that plastic isn't probably made anymore. I bet you it's, Oh, if you ask somebody, they're like, "Oh yeah, polytetrachloride vine," and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, how come that's not made anymore?" And they do that. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a funny story about that plastic. You'd be like, "Oh God, here we go." I had a raincoat made out of it. Yeah, and they'd be like, yeah, fun story. You need to phone a number and get someone to collect that raincoat if you've still got it, because it's, you know. Right, good. What does it cause? Oh, does it? Brilliant. Because I've definitely experienced that. I've definitely sort of like gone, oh yeah, like that time we did up that old timey telephone for Cheryl, and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, the white sparkly bits in this black Bakelite is asbestos. Just like, oh, cool. So it's not going to catch fire, is what you're telling me? It's like, well, no, but also try not to breathe in anywhere near it. There's a dip. And also, this camera is coated in whatever this stuff is called. Do you know what I mean? It's got a coating of like grippy texture stuff. Because honestly, I don't think there's any plastic on this at all. Whatever this is made out of. Well, it's mostly metal. Oh, that's cleaning up lovely. Right, those two are buns. You give them a little clean anyway, because they deserve it. Those are the film tensioning things, because like if you want to put film in, you've got to unscrew this and then open it up. So yeah, those are the little clips for the, see that? The little sprung springers for the springy springer. There's one there and there's one down here too. I love the fact that you have to screw the whole thing shut. Screwing the thing shut clamps this little arm against the thing. Just like, yeah, that's probably airtight, probably light tight, I mean. But you know what, gang? I know I always go on about this sort of thing, but I am very grateful that you consider this to be something you want to do with your Saturdays. I've always been amazed that this is something that is not just this, but you know, just the stupid stuff I end up doing. You know what I mean? Just like the dumb shittery that goes on in my brain, that enough of you go, you know what, that's going to be, that might be interesting. I'll watch with him.
Hey everybody, an old man's talking.
Look, I'm trying to be sincere, okay? It's really cool to be. Oh god, it's cool to know that other people share your vibe, though, isn't it? It's cool to like other people go, you know what, yeah, sort of thing. Like this is one of the few moments. This is one of the few bits of time that I get to like be still, almost. You know what I mean? This is one of the few sort of times during a week where I sort of just get time to do. Don't get a lot of time to do this normally, and I value that. I value that a lot. Right, okay. We'll clean this, and then what we'll do is we'll repaint a few bits of it. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's one of those things of just like, I feel like if there's any time to reboot, Saturday morning is the time. I mean, because back in the day, it was hungover Saturday mornings watching kids' TV, wasn't it? But from what I can make out now, it's all cooking shows now here in the UK. There aren't any children's TV shows now, not like in my day, etc. The X-Men cartoon, yeah. I mean, look, it always used to be in this household. It was CITV. It was Pokemon and Wonky Donkey and that kind of thing. But in earlier times, it was Tiswas and Number 73 and all of that sort of thing. You had a whole big selection of stuff, and then the wrestling. And then it was, because here in the UK, wrestling was on Saturdays, Saturday afternoons. One of the televised sports was wrestling, but it wasn't the wrestling that we know and love now. It was like, a bunch of really big lads in Norwich or something like that. You know what I mean? I think televised wrestling, what people recognise as televised wrestling now, and what people of a certain age would recognise as television wrestling is very different. Very, very different. The Herbs. Oh, I know of it, but I don't think I've ever seen any Herbs. Just move that down a little bit. I've just noticed the camera angles a bit. I still haven't completely fixed this bracket, I thought I'd fixed the bracket, but turns out not so much. I love the fact that this does like 3 or 4 different things. I also love the fact that the light meter still works. I don't know whether you can see that, but the light meter, this is the light meter here. And the damn thing still works perfectly. The British, and they both hate the tourists. Well, that's very correct of them. 1030's got a thing on his stream that he got from somebody else, that like a command on the like you can do like exclamation mark weather and all that. There's one that will return the precise number of seconds it's been since Margaret Thatcher died. Let's have a look. What have we got? Black gloss, black mats, super enamel. I'll be the judge of whether it's super or not. What do we think? What do we think about this? Oh, that's solidified a lot. That's solidified a lot more than I thought it was going to have. I did, yeah. I fixed the weather. I fixed both of our weathers. I fixed yours and mine. So yeah, they both return a lot more usable information. Organised correctly as well. Even though I still can't really think in kilometres an hour, but that's very much a me problem. It's good, isn't it? What can I do with this? You know what I can do with this. I can squish it into some kitchen roll. Okay, cool. Paintbrush, draw the paintbrush in. Yeah, I've got some paintbrushes. Stop saying boom. That one and that one, probably. Yeah. That one. Whoa, look at you. Look at you. Sexy wee paintbrush. Also, if you've never tried it, get yourself down the art supply shop and you can get these things, which are like rubbery things for like, I don't quite know what they're used for in the art world. I think oil paints or something like that. But they're ace for cleaning in little scratchy bits. They're ace for sort of like in calligraphy. Oh yeah, I can see that. But they're sort of rubber. Well, not sort of rubber. They are rubber, and they've all got like different. Oh, okay. They've all got like different sort of like shaped ends on them, but they're really good for squishing into seams and getting crud out of seams. I appreciate that's incredibly niche information that hardly anyone is going to be interested in. But, you know, what else would you expect? In all seriousness, you know what I mean? Of just like, if you've come here expecting anything but incredibly niche information, I feel like you've yeah, I don't think that paint's much good actually. It's not sticking to that at all. Oh, there we go. Feels like minus 5.6. Feels like minus 12.5. Wind is blowing from the southwest at 20.9 kilometers an hour at 65% humidity. Oh, can I be the first to say absolutely bollocks to that? Maggie, how is Maggie? Is she doing okay after her traumatic encounter with a veterinarian? Is she doing all right? I'm going to go for a different paint. I don't think that paint's much cough, actually. After I've spent ages stirring it, and not so bad. Cool. Like I say, we had a cat that had crystals, and he was forever needing crystals. He had like special food and everything. Are you going to actually open? Yeah, there you go. He was forever needing special food and stuff, but got over it really nicely. But the vet was continuously like, make sure he drinks. Like, how are we going to do that? Quite good. Some cats are. I think some cats have sort of like worked out what's up. You know what I mean? I think some cats have sort of gone, you know what? I always feel better after I go and see that guy. Yeah, he does things to me, but I do end up feeling better. So and some cats just don't and just continuously hold a grudge. Get pizza then in concert. Heck yeah. I mean, both of those things. Cheers, Chum. Catch you later. Thanks for coming. Let's get the grease off that first. Ultra passive. Eee. Actually, I know what you mean. Neeps is a bit like that. When she's got over the fact that she's there, she's just like, right, okay, just do what you got to do and then piss off, sort of, you know. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, just about. Oh. Just sucks on the scales until she's ready to go. BMO, yes. Honestly, BMO, same. I like the fact that when there's sort of like a weird frisson of nervous energy when the carrier comes out at our house, because we've got 4 carriers, and they come downstairs and there's like 1 or 2 carriers in the hallway, and you can see the cats going, oh, is that what's happening now? Is it? I'm just going to go upstairs and go under the bed for a completely unrelated thing. I'll catch yous later. And by later, I mean a lot later. That's sort of like, right, okay, I'm just gonna go upstairs, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. You would be one, yeah, totally, yeah. Just like, hey, guess what's happening? Just like, yeah, guess what's not happening, dickhead. Yeah, absolutely. Part of me is not mad, because part of me just goes, you know what, I would do the same. I think you can do it. I think you can do that in the same way you can sort of like, you can teach cats to not be weird about being bathed, Christ, by like bathing them when they're young and sort of like burrito into carrier. No, the war rooms, yeah, we've all got them. We've all got those sort of like, the one where you sort of like, you pick a cat up that's mid tantrum, and you know you've got to get the cat into the box, and you're like, okay, great, so okay, I am bleeding, however, you try to put it in, yeah, and you. I think it's human hubris as well, of just like, all I've got to do is wrap up this tablet in a little bit of cheese, and you can see the cat going, F you and your stupid cheese idea. I got caught by that once, and I'm not being done dirty like that again. You can just see the cat just like, you useless savage. Like, you must think I'm stupid. Don't let the cat see that you're hiding the pill. Yeah, absolutely. I always remember Sophie did that with the what's it called? The flat fly drops. Like the very first time I tried to give her the flat fly treatment, it's basically like a spot on. It's like it's a spot on. It's you put it in like the back of their necks, and it makes the flat fly go away. And the very first time I had to do it for her, she got quite grumpy and didn't like it and went full magpie. And but she quickly worked out that within a couple of days, the weird cough that she had because of the flat fly had gone, and she felt better. So like the next year when I had to give her the flat fly treatment because she got the weird cough again, she saw the bottle and was like, oh, okay, that's the stuff that I felt better pretty much straight away, and just stopped and bent over and let me and just let me do it, because she had correctly worked out that was the thing that stopped the cough, stopped the annoying cough. And you have to, it was one of those points where you just go like, okay, that's like proper learning, the way like a human being would recognize it. in slow-mo. Oh no. no. Oh no, what a personal disaster. But yeah, the first Joe I had to do the flat fly thing on Sophie, it was like you have to put a dot on the back of their neck, a dot of it like on the back of their neck, and then 2 days later repeat it. And when I came to repeat it on the second day, she just took the bottle and hid it. She just grabbed the bottle out of my hands and just flew into her bedroom and came out without the bottle. It's just like, I don't know what you were thinking you were going to do, but it's not that. Yeah, okay, great, okay. Message received. However, I do need to, no bottle for you. Yeah, absolutely. Just like, yeah, okay, look, I appreciate what you're doing, bird, but also you will feel better after this. Look, I can't reason with you about this, but yeah, me too. Every now and again, I just get caught out by things. I get caught out by a memory of her or a sign of her or something, you know what I mean? And it's just, yeah. Where's the bottle? No, yeah. No idea what we're talking about. I haven't seen any bottle. I certainly haven't seen a bottle. I've no idea what you could possibly be talking about. Anyway, what's that? Wait. I watched a tutorial by an American vet on how to pill a cat, and it was very normal until they said, and now you spit down their mouth. What? Wait, what? I believe that would get somebody absolutely tore up. I would imagine that would be the perfect cure for not having some sort of like, massive facial wound or something. Only found by mistake. Are you sure this person was a real vet and not that Hawk Tour girl or whatever her stupid name is? Meow to you. Absolutely. You're just going to get straight up slaughtered, aren't you? You are just going to get absolutely. And you know what? I feel like you would deserve it, actually. I feel like if you sort of like, well, how did this occur? It's like, I spat in my cat's mouth. Like, well, yeah. Drop the pill and then spit down to mouth. That is... I guess the sudden influx of liquid would be enough to make them reflexively swallow. But that's just grim. That's just... You're going to say, you never know, the cat might be into it. I mean, let's not kink shame cats, but actually no, I think we can kink shame cats on that one, in fairness. That's weird. Yeah, that would be the sort of thing I would be like, you know what, I am going to just, apropos of nothing, I am going to phone the first 2/3 of the RSPCA phone number, because I feel like you might be some sort of weird person. Yeah, right, I'm moving out, yeah. Next day, they're chatting to all their cat mates in the neighbourhood, just like, listen, lads, seriously, stop talking. I've got something for you. I've got something to tell you. You'll never guess what my human did. And they're like, oh, did they do that spitting in your mouth thing? They did it to you too. Shit. Yeah, no, I think I would probably politely disregard the assistance of somebody who says to spit in a cat's mouth. I feel like that's... that's not normal behaviour. Right. Little bit of wear and tear repainted on that. That's cool. Like that. I mean, look, I'm a well-documented, not a metaphobe, but spitophobe, whatever the phobic name for that is. I'm that. As I've said before, spitting's disgusting. There's no need for it. Shouldn't do it. unless you've sucked in a wasp or something. She just dropped it. Yep. Oh, what? A wasp flying into your mouth? Yeah. Ooh. Drops coming off that at an alarming rate. I'm glad I could help. Look, I'm glad I've nothing else. Bib-shaped hole in the wall. You'll never open your mouth outdoors again. Just like, oh, I didn't realise that was a thing that could possibly happen. My dad ate a wasp. Do not become fig. Yeah, absolutely. Avoid fig. Yeah. Many years ago, this is before I was born, there's a family story about how they were out for a picnic, and Dad had like a scone with some jam on it or something like that, I think it was, and like took a bite out of it, and there was a wasp just like chilling and relaxing on top of the jam, and wasn't prepared for a bloke to, bite down on it. You all ruin figs. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've only had like one fig afterwards, after realising that wasps and figs are inextricably linked. But yeah, it stung him on like the back of the tongue or something, if I remember the story. I'm sorry. Not really. Like heavy parentheses. I'm sorry. Morgan Freeman voice. She was not sorry at all. Right. The great thing about this as well is I've got the leather case for it too. Oh, that was a big data mosh there. There's a weird stain on this that I'm a little bit dubious about. At a fig tree. Hi, I've just learned something, and now I'm going to ruin it for you too. Just like, I've just learned a thing, and now you have to learn this thing too. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. I think this is actually leather, so I probably shouldn't clean it with this product, but it's getting all the junk off it. Be clingy now. Ah, right, okay. Mags has passed through the phase and is now the other side. Just washes them extra. Yeah, I know what you mean. Giving me a bit of pause. I mean, I never was a huge fig guy anyway, but it definitely has given me like time to think. Yeah. It is weird how cats do that though. They go from I hate you to I need hugs. Just like, yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Freeze them. Freeze them and mail them to you. Is that a thing? I mean, obviously a thing because your mum did it, but wouldn't it like defrost in the mail? Wouldn't it sort of go all weird in the post? She did it a couple of times. No way. It does make them a bit soft. I'm okay. I can't stop making that noise now. She overnighted them. That's human. I've been traumatized. I need cuddles. Yeah. Overnighted them wrapped in aluminium. Okay. Okay. That's heckin' weird. Oh, there's a made-in thing here. Hang on a minute. Because it might potentially be in there. That says made in Japan on it. Cool. Oh, that's cleaned up quite nicely. The strap's a bit grew though. Ooh, red berry tea. Ooh. That reminds me, I've got to bug Cheryl about the tea sampling box thing that she's got. She informs me I probably won't like most of them, but local man does things in wrong order. Okay, there we go. This isn't leather. This is definitely not leather. This is not leather. I don't know what it is, but can't find the video, and honestly, I really... yeah. I think what's coming off this is mostly just red. Alright, you would know, wouldn't you? Why have I suddenly got the Cherry and June theme tune stuck in my head, everybody? Why am I suddenly aware of the Cherry and June theme music? Why has my brain betrayed me yet again? It's whatever pleather was in the late 50s, I think, Frankman. I think it's whatever they made imitation leather out of back then. Probably lead, you know. Knowing do 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 yeah, this one's got weird stains on it. I'm fussed about that. I don't know how I feel about whatever stain that is. Just going to leave that on it a little bit to think about it. Please don't. Yeah, don't record me going. Ooh, the phone goes a colour. The phone's going a colour, children. Why aren't I wearing gloves? Why aren't I wearing gloves? Hang on. This could be anything. Why aren't I wearing gloves? There's a pack of gloves here. It's a bit late now, but... Not in the same room and harmonising perfectly. I like the way I've just spent the last couple of minutes recoiling in horror about the weird stains and chemicals that are coming off this. And yet there's gloves. Yeah, just... Definitely weird. Definitely normal. Still going, yep. Just about, mate, just about. Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I screwed up. What's going on? Why am I got two in one. It's just visitors' guns just as elevated. Oh yeah? I always find there's a... Even if it's visitors you like and you wanted, there's sort of like a weird release of energy when somebody leaves. Do you know what I mean? There's sort of like a ooh, because, like, you know, what's the old saying? Some people bring joy when they arrive. Some I can be weird again. Yeah, some people bring joy when they depart. This is definitely not leather. That bit is, I think. But this, not leather. Yeah, yay, I can be weird again. Yeah, absolutely. As someone goes, it's like, oh, I can get these bloody trousers off. Oh, seriously. That kind of thing. I'll just, if anybody wants me, I'll be upstairs resetting my facial expression. You got that right? Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable. Oh, that cleans up all right, actually. Ooh. So in business days, weeks. Is there such a thing as a business week? Don't know. Asking for a friend. Why though? I don't know why they always use that sort of like slightly cowboy-y looking font. That sort of like Old West style font. I don't know, I feel like I might be overthinking it. I feel like I might be overthinking it. Okay, one more brush. Yeah, the Yashica cameras. Just like, why? Why though? Bit of grew in there that I've not spotted before. Because it's cool. Cool Y. You've heard of cool S, this is cool Y. Oh, what, the brush on the velvet? We'll get ready for more. Because I'm gonna brush that velvet. Nearly a month, oof, right. Do you mean this noise? I'm just doing it deliberately now. This piece of velvet was clean ages ago. Every half day, every week and a half, yep. I know what you mean, yeah, sometimes it can. Just like that old, there's a lot of truth in that, it took a whole day to get over this phone call because I spent an hour mentally preparing for the phone call. I spent 20 minutes having the phone call. Then I spent another hour recovering from the phone call. Or in my case, Teams video call. Oh, what? Yeah, I know, right? I think that's legit. Work a bit of buffer time into your schedules. Because if you don't, before you know it, people are asking you to do a thing right after you finish doing a thing. And frankly, bollocks to that. Oh yeah, no, you said you said you were going to have. You said you were unexpectedly having them. Only buffer time, absolutely. Be like Scotty. Just tell everybody it's going to take slightly longer than it's really going to take. You know. Be like Montgomery Scott. That's his name, wasn't it? Just tell everybody it's going to take 3 hours when you know it's only going to take 45 minutes. The air blowy thing is great, isn't it? Yeah, there's like a little rubbery valve up there. It's good. It's also very good for gently chastising cats. For like very gently, sort of like, nope. It's very good for that too. For that sort of like bad cat. Oh no, really? It lasted an hour and a half. Oh mate. Oh mate. Seriously. Oh. The rocket. Yeah, it would stand up normally if I didn't have it. If I didn't have like the little magnetic clip on it, it would stand up. It stands up quite nicely, but I put this little clip on it, so that means I can snap it to my I can snap it up to my workbench. That means I can do that with it. Oh no, I've ruined the camera. I'm gonna. They didn't even record the call audio. What? Sort yourselves out. Seriously. DWP, sort your shit out. It's come to my attention that you're crap. Okay, there we go. I think that is going to be the about limit of what we can do. I think what we will do is switch the light on back here so I can see what's happening. I probably think that sort of shade. Flash. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Is that shot? No shit, really? I mean, cool. So the console that it's not behind. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds shithouse. That sounds frustratingly crap. I wouldn't stand for it. It's not a particular colour match, but it will do. Yeah, it's alright. And the computer system wasn't working. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's bang out of order. That's not. That is shithousery. The likes of which I would not stand. I think a lot of people massively misunderestimate, oh, that's a word, don't factor in how stressful something they do regularly is for other people. Universal credit, okay. Is it the same one that is that the same thing that the Tories instigated? The suitability for work thing. Mm. No worries. Hey, look, with this sort of thing, I think we can say Cap's completely fine. Sometimes Caps is cruise control for awesome. Man slowly repaints object. I just want to sort of like darken up these little bits that have worn a bit. You know, just get like a little bit of colour into them. And system with quotas. Yeah, well, that's on brand, isn't it, mate? That's... Same broken website. Shit. Yeah, like, is your shitey website going to do the same thing? Because that's exactly what quick saves are for. You know, every time I stop talking, F5, F6. I can't believe I have to tell you this over the telephone. But my position wasn't logged. Shit's sake. You assume that I'm aiming for 60. Like I say, what I'm trying to do is just trying to sort of like put a bit of colour in all these like little creases and stuff, just to sort of like help them disappear. The peel rate is like 90% or something. Oh, what? A bit like whatchamacallit, car parking. I mean, it's minuscule and silly, but there is a thing that the vast majority of the times, if you get like a car parking ticket from like your local council, if you kick up even slightly a stink, even if you just like frames per season, right? Okay, I'm with you. There's a thing that if you challenge it in any way, your local council will just go, "Oh, bollocks! Don't just, all right, okay, forget it." Even if you don't, it's a bit like cancelling your broadband. If you do anything slightly stinky, they'll just go, "Oh, look, okay, this dude's not worth the effort." If you don't appeal, they win. Yeah, definitely, 100%. But fold immediately on appeal. Yeah. Yeah, the moment they get wind of someone who's willing to go, actually, you know what? I want you to explain that to me. They're just like, oh, bollocks, can't be asked. If you to give up a first rejection, yeah. Well, as I say, as someone I had an interesting rowdy with Virgin Media a couple of nights ago. And actually, that's my good news for the day. That's my good news. I mentioned this on 10:30 stream a little while ago, but I web chatted, whatever the right thing for that is, Virgin Media about my bill, because, you know, I got a flyer through for City Fibre last week, and they were like, "Oh, you can get a symmetric gig for like 40 quid," and I'm like, "Heck yeah, symmetric gig." Considering I was currently paying nearly 70 quid for a gig down and 50 up with Virgin. So web chatted Virgin to say, look, what's even happening? And they were like, well, look, you are already on the fastest connection we can possibly give you. How about we just hack a bit of money off your bill? And I was like, oh, I'm listening. You know, I am receptive to this thinking. And my bill went from 70 quid a month to 45, I think it is now. 42, I think it was. And it's just like, yeah, you know, I'll take that. I will accept your offering. But the problem is with like when you phone up, sort of like not threatening, but certainly like hinting of just like, it'd be a terrible shame if I went to my local fiber, that kind of thing. You actually do have to be prepared to make good on your threat, because like you can quite easily sort of like go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and if your ISP goes, you know what, okay, cool, you go and do that, you've kind of shut it, really. I web chatted Virgin. I know what you mean. It's one of those. It is a weird phrase. But like they did that thing they always do of just go, how much do you use your phones? Like I don't have phone service here. Oh, what cable channels are you interested in? Not a single one. None of them whatsoever. Just like I don't like. You don't seem to realise that if I've got high-speed broadband, I don't need cable television, or indeed a telephone. You just get to stand the same plan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I gather the other way to do it is what did that guy in 1030's chat say? You can do of just like, it's a bit more work, but give notice that you're going to cancel, and then in like 2 days later, when someone from what's it called, retention phones you up, they normally will give you better incentives to stay. But the problem with doing that is it's high risk, because if retentions don't phone you, you've either got to go crawling back or actually carry the threat to leave on. Right, I'm going to stop blobbing brown paint onto that, because I feel like that doesn't need any more. What's it? DNA has moved to Social Security Scotland. Oh, okay. Well, we DUP. Ace. Yeah. I've never needed to deal with them, touch wood, but I know people that have had to deal with stuff like that, and it's absolutely, it's been shithouse every single time, they tell me. So, I'll put that there. I'm very pleased with that. Little bit of a repaint. Tiny bit of repaint. I'm not going to touch it because I think it's still a bit wet. Whee. Yes. There we go. Yeah, I just some of the black enamel wore off it, so I've just sort of like, where it's been touched all these years. So I just put another bit of black enamel on it here and there. But yeah, pleased with that. I like the way it attaches to its like leather case as well. Goes in there, and you sort of like you convince the handle to go through it and over it. But then these two little, I haven't got any film for this, no. So like these two little metal bits, you do that, and then you push it through. Like that. And then that grips it in the case and does that. How nice is that? And then that bit of it, sort of like poppers on there. Poppers. One of those poppers isn't very good. And then the whole thing pops up over and does that. Yes. The brown leather. As of me shooting through the viewfinder with your phone. Oh, I. Yeah, I can see that. Just sort of like move my hand out of the way. But yeah, pleased with that. There we go. That's a honest day's bit of graph there, I think, gang. Point stream phone through it. That's difficult to say. Yes, that one. Let's light it. Ready? Sorry about any noises this is going to make. I think it might make some noises. Okay. Ooh, that doesn't work at all, does it? What's doing that? Oh, okay. If I switch the spotlights off. Yeah, there you go. I think the thing might be too close for it to focus. Enhance. I'm trying to find what's the distance it can focus on. No, come back here. Come back here. What do you think you're doing? Why are you like this? I'm very motion sicky. I do apologise. It's just about focusing on something that's like a metre away from me. Yeah, yeah. Like it's just about focusing on these, on like these bendy hand things. Well, I'm sort of relying on StreamPhone being autofocus. What's happening here? Battery power 5%. Oh, gang, I'm going to get kicked off. I'm going to get booted off because the phone's dying. So, gang, look. Oh, that got spooky quick, didn't it? Gang, cheers for your company today, everybody. Thank you for joining. Is that about right, lit-wise? Yeah, kind of. This phone's currently at 5%. I don't know what happened. Cheers for your company today. Thanks for joining me on this. This was weird, wasn't it? It's just like, Gang, we'll be back on Monday with the new bird feeder. No, we'll be back on Monday because we'll be on the rim on Monday. We'll be on the old-timey bird feeder on Monday, and then Spaj Cam Tuesday. So, look, stay safe. Please do remain lovely. Get a nice big glass of water later on, and do think about your posture. Switch coming from a guy who spent 2 hours hunched over a phone. I'm going now, bye.